We're not even going to do like the joke for this episode of like where we hit the intro button and like then we don't then we like hit it back because we're not doing an intro because these are shorter episodes, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Allied Rivals podcast. My name is AJ Herschel, and right over there you've got our man, the myth, the legend, Caden Bauer. How are you doing today?
I am great right now. Had a basketball game today. It did not go as well as I had hoped, but that's okay
rough.
because the season is not over and there is redemption. But more importantly, the Packers play this weekend.
That is very true. You actually have a reason to watch football this week.
Woo! Yeah. Let's go, baby. But AJ, what are we here to talk about right now?
Yeah, we are here to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals versus the number 1 seed Tennessee Titans. And this is our first game of the week. It's happening Saturday afternoon. Bengals are coming off of a clutch win against the Raiders where they almost blew it. And, we had controversy and everything. So, your typical Bengals-Raiders game. And the Titans are coming off of a week off. And not only is Julio healthy and everybody's gotten a week to rest up, the King is back. And he's going to be suiting up for Tennessee. So, Cade, how about you start us off by talking about the Titans?
The Titans, yeah. I mean, the Titans have looked really good all season. And last year I was like, Titans are just Derrick Henry. Because that's what it was. I mean, they didn't have a whole lot of balance to their offense because Derrick Henry was going 2,000 yards, best offensive player in the league outside of Aaron Rodgers. And it was just like, I don't know about the Titans because their defense wasn't good and Ryan Tannehill is shaky. But this year, Derrick Henry got injured and Ryan Tannehill has looked really good. AJ Brown and Julio, they've both been injured at points, but like usually one of them's there for Tannehill, so that's been good. But then something that stuck out to me more was their defense. Their defensive line, the interior is just insane. No runs up the middle like ever. Like the only running yards you get off the Titans are jet sweeps, and like you can't do that all day either. They're slightly weaker against the pass, but the Titans are definitely really strong. And you said getting Derrick Henry back coming off of the bye, this is a great team.
Yeah, absolutely. The Titans, there's a reason they rolled through their division, and I know everybody's going to say, oh, it's the softest division in football, which, to be fair, it kind of is.
Yeah, but you just whooped the Colts.
And they knocked off the 49ers 3 weeks before the regular season ended. But on the other side, we have maybe the hottest team in football, which is the Cincinnati Bengals. 5 games straight. And I see you shaking your head. But at least in the AFC, to me at least, the Cincinnati Bengals are the hottest team in football. This is a team that knocked off the Chiefs in the last 5 weeks. This is a team that came back, was able to beat the Raiders. Burrow's insane. Jamar Chase is basically, in my book, all but locked up the offensive player of the year for me, at least, or rookie offensive player of the year. And they've looked incredible so far, and they're going to be so healthy. They have Boyd. They have Higgins. They're going to have Chase. Mixon is running at full strength right now. Burrow is, these last few weeks, has basically looked like the MVP of football of the last 3 weeks, throwing 4 touchdowns, 300 yards almost every game. Now, granted, they struggled against the Raiders. They had a rough time, especially in the second half, only scoring 6 points. But fortunately, credit to the offensive line of Cincinnati, he wasn't sacked much the entire game. Max Crosby is only one of 2 people who was able to sack Joe Burrow. And as I've said before, that's one of the things you need to do if you're going to beat Cincinnati. You need to pressure Burrow. There's a reason he's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL this year. But their offense can hit you in basically any which way they want to. Their defense, while it isn't the best, about middle of the road in DVOA and most metrics this year, they haven't exactly been exceptional, but it's full of a lot of decent veterans up there who can put up a real big fight. But the question is, are they going to be able to stop? I think the big question here, Caven, is just Derrick Henry in general. How do we think he's going to look? He hasn't played for like 9 weeks. And to be fair to the rest of the Titans, they haven't done a terrible job in his absence when it came to running the football. Like Deonta Foreman, Dontrell Hilliard.
Right.
As much as it hurt my fantasy team to see him use 4 different people to run the football, they were efficient at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely weren't worried about the fantasy points they were getting. Good thing. But AJ, we've broken it down.
Yeah.
Just give us your prediction. Who's winning this thing?
I'm giving it to Cincinnati. I think the Titans are playing incredible football, but for me, yes, I literally just made an argument for the Titans 5 minutes ago. They've been a little too inconsistent down the stretch for me. This is a team that lost to the Texans. This is a team that lost to the Steelers. And this is a team that had to fight to beat the Texans and hang on to the 1 seed to end the year off. And I get that they've had this week. I get that Derrick Henry is going to be back. I understand. I just don't know how he's going to look. Every article you read out there, he's expected to start. For all we know, he could just be used as a decoy for half the game, and Dontrell Hilliard ends up getting all the carries. The Bengals, like I said, in the AFC, to me, are the hottest team. They've had the hottest offense in recent weeks with just this 3-headed monster at the receiving position of Boyd, Higgins, and Chase. If the Titans win, I will give them all the credit in the world for it. But if you're asking me right here who I think is going to win, I'm giving it to Cincinnati. They've been too good recently.
Yeah. AJ, I was hoping you were going to say the Titans so that I could debate with you a little bit. Well, we probably wouldn't have time. These are short episodes. I'm also picking the Bengals. I think they are definitely, I think they're coming in hotter than the Titans are. I'm not sure how Derrick Henry's going to look. I mean, if we knew for sure that Derrick Henry was going to have a 200-yard game, 2 touchdowns.
That he's 100% ready to go.
Yeah, full form Derrick Henry. I'd probably pick the Titans, but I don't know. The Titans secondary has struggled, and if you're trying to play on Jamar Chase, it's not going to work.
It's going to be a dog fight. This is definitely one of the most, even if it's not the most fun, I think to me this is probably the most interesting game to watch because the Titans are just such a question mark to everybody outside of Nashville, Tennessee this entire year. So everybody, those are our predictions for Bengals Titans. Put your own in the comment section below. Be sure to check out all the rest of our videos. We are keeping up on the grind throughout the playoffs, giving our predictions, giving our reactions. Go check out our wild card reactions that we just did if you would like. We're about to do a video on the Packers and 49ers, which you can tell by Cayman's background and his sweater and his hat that he is hyped so much that he knocked his camera over just to show his excitement. So we're going to hop over there. Be sure to leave us a like and subscribe because it helps the algorithm and stuff. But you guys have been on YouTube. I don't need to tell you all that. So we will see you guys next time on the one and only Allied Rivals podcast. And before we go, quick comment from Lightning Bauer. Hey, guys. What's up, Lightning Bauer? Hopefully see you in the other video. See you on the other side, everybody. See you guys.